Alright, hey, welcome back to Drift Spot. We've decided to do some more extras to the channel, building some different cars. Obviously, you've seen us build a D5S, you've seen us build a D5MR, and Rob, another newcomer to the club, has bought the Shibata GRK, which a lot of people are talking about and raving about and saying how good this car is. So, as a lot of people in the channel and a lot of people in the club are getting more and more knowledgeable about drift cards, it's kind of cool to have some new members come in who say, all right, actually I want to film the build, can we do it for the channel and can we build that? And I said absolutely, because it's great to have more newcomer perspective, because as we get more and more knowledgeable about stuff, then you kind of don't see that newness, that sort of freshness of an opinion, because essentially if you were someone buying a new drift car, you were someone who said, right, I've got a budget of £400 to spend, what do I buy? Do I buy an MST RMX? Do I buy a Y2? Do I buy a D5S? Do I buy a Shibata? Or do I spend even more money and go big budget and buy something very posh? So this was a real nice idea to get some more fresh newbie opinions on things. Essentially, I'll be really interested to see the car. A couple of the lads from the club have started investing in them, and so far they look really good on the track as well. So what we'll do is we'll do it as a two-part video. I think we'll do a build video, and you'll see what the car's like as a kit, and then we will do a first drive video down at the club so you can see what it drives like. So then from the channel then you've got loads of different reviews to pick from a newcomer perspective and what car you might choose to build. So this is actually Rob's car, and Rob's here and he's going to be doing the main part of the build, and I'll just be helping along the way a little bit, and then leave them to finish it off. So yeah, welcome to the Shibata. Alright, so first of all, we're not going to open the box. So what's in the box? We've got lots of bags in the box. What have you got? More bags. More bags. Got a chassis, got some tyres, got some wheels, and all of the bits. Did they give us instructions? Is it digital instructions? And some shock oil, 400 weight shock oil, and what looks like some gunk for the washers. Oh, instructions are there. Cool. We'll get all these opened up and then we'll see where we go from there.
So first things first, what do we got? Page one.
Page one. So we've got basically the diff and casing to build up. So building up the gearbox first. One thing I do know is that another guy, Dom, who just built his, shredded his gearbox this week at Slide House. So I think we better do this properly, Rob. It just looks like it's a straightforward, get the shaft, put the parts on the shaft. Let's do that.
Oh, you have got a couple of lots of little bits.
Loads of little bits, all the shims. So we've got prop shaft there, little part on there, let's get that in there.
Wow.
Little geary bits.
Are your hands built for this?
No, I should have brought.
But are they built for it?
No, you got mole hands, mate.
Right. Rob's got his fine guitar playing hands.
I build his hands.
Oh yeah, he's got
guitar-y builder hands.
Blood blisters and. Go.
There you go, that's the first little diff bit built up. So you've got 8 shims in there, 8 gazillion, look at them all, like a little spring. It says don't over tighten that, so we've just nipped it up till there's no movement in it. Hopefully that's good enough. Then your washers, ball bearings go on there with the shims to obviously get them in the right place. And then these little clip rings, click it in. I mean, it feels fairly good so far. The plastics feel quite nice. They feel quite solid. I'm not sure about those little clip rings, they feel a bit weak, but then I guess it's under no strain, so.
So what's this compared to yours so far?
So
what's
yeah,
the
I mean,
major difference?
I think the plastics definitely feel nicer than the Sakura. The Sakura plastics. I mean, they're all right. I thought the D5 was S felt better than the MR, but the these feel nicer again, like another level again.
How much gear oil do you reckon it's going to need?
I'm just putting a nice little amount all the way around. I was quite like the fact that it's obliged with this though, because when you build the D5 or the MRRS, it says, oh, needs this or needs that as you're building it, but doesn't supply it in the kit. So it needs like things that one needs. It needs some Loctite on a D5S or an MR, and it needs green slime to seal up your bearings, and it also needs oh no, it supplies the weight oil for the gearbox, but it needs green slime and it needs Loctite for certain bits. So that's quite nice that they actually apply a little bit of gear oil and that in there. Little pot mate.
What page are you on? Oh.
2. You can't film
out
that
of
close. I don't know. Too many. 2 out of too many.
Right.
2 out of 10.
And what's Rob on with? The gearbox.
I'm putting the gearbox together.
So that one's too small in it.
No, that one was alright for me.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Problems already.
Rob's over tightened. No, I'm joking. I think he'll be alright.
I think I under tightened it.
I think what he did when he was doing this bit, instead of getting them all threading in and then nipping them up one by one, he's done them one at a time. So then now the last one won't go in.
Is that a drift spot top tip?
Just top tip. Get all your nuts in first. So verdict to this bit is that what Rob had done, I'm blaming Rob here, is that the spur gear actually clips in to this bit. As I pushed it in then it went click, 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 clicked into place. Now it's spinning straight, so now I can tighten it up.
It was quite satisfying, that click.
That was a lovely little satisfying click. So now it will go up nice and easy. So that's definitely the way forward.
So forget the bolts until you clicked it in.
Click it in and then do your bolts. And then do bolts, get them all in and then nip them all up.
So I feel like we're at a bit of a milestone.
Slide rack's going on. But Rob, you do need to get off those spurs, the burrs. You need an Allen key, Stanley. You need a little Stanley blade or
yeah,
scalpel.
I've got a Stanley blade.
So I always tidy up these little burrs just because you be OCD when you build it and build it nice. But actually they do matter here because they are on the inside of the slide rack. So that's going to like just create more friction until you want it nice and smooth. So we need a little...
So where are we at? We got gearbox mounted.
Page 3.
Page 3.
We're basically doing the top deck, we're adding the slide rack, we've got the gearbox mounted and built, which seems to be pretty smooth.
It's got a bit of a wobble there.
We've got a bit of a wobble in the spur gear still. We can't quite work out why that's done that. But hopefully it won't matter huge amounts. And like I say, you can buy replacement spur gears, so maybe the spur gear's bent. You maybe have to get something and check this piece here and see if this is bent. Page number 4, bag 6 and 7. Got some little suspension arms going on.
There's a lot of screws in that one.
I got a lot of, I like these. They're just a little adjustability. You're putting the angle of your shocks on there. That's quite nice. Still all quite nice quality feeling parts as well.
Satin.
So Sean the Butcher's here now.
I'm on it. Right, I'm gonna need these.
Oh no, he's got... Oh no. Thoughts on this bit, Rob? Is it hard?
I don't like it when it's not threaded. So it's trying to get it to work.
Totally agree. I also think, looking at them, I don't like the fact that these ball joints here. Sean's just doing this ball joint. Just let me try and focus in on that. How do I focus on this beast?
On the screen.
Oh, tappity tip tap. Yes, I don't like the fact that these ball joints here are plastic. I know on the majority of cars they are not plastic, they're metal. So yeah,
right, we need to just help, I think, because if I hold it,
two-man job.
Spanner it.
Unbelievable. It's a two-man job just putting in these little things. Now just use the...
No, because look, soon as you get near there, it covers it.
Oh, so you can't even get.
You can't get the thing on the end.
Well, you need a little spanner.
But who has a 7mm spanner?
RC freaks have 7mm spanners.
Well, yeah.
So we're hitting a point where it's getting a little bit fiddly. See, we were like, oh, can we do this in an hour? How long have we been at it? An hour and a half?
Right, you're going to turn it, Rob.
About an hour and a half. And I'm about to go now, so I'm going to leave these boys, trust in hands of the Joneses, to build it. And you can see that we're at a new set. Look, here you go. This is what Dodgem Squad film like. So these boys are from the Dodgem Squad channel, and they've started to get into RC, and they're like, yeah, we're going to come down. We'll do some filming as well. We'll add some to your channel. Mega. They got all the gear.
Yeah, go
all the stuffs.
Rob. So this is day 2. We stopped because tools were needed. So Rob's gone and got these, which are like standard screwdriver, like holding position, but they've gone down. They're what, 4 down to a 1.5, and then a set of these, which is like tiny, all the way down to whatever that is, 3 or 2mm, 4mm, something like that. So not a bad little pointer to get some of these before you start, because although they are Allen key heads, using an Allen key turned out to be a bit of a nightmare really. So we just had to go with these, and it's like 10 times quicker. Right then, on with the build. Just a little tip, on page 5, bag 9, these pieces are opposite thread, so it's a bit weird. It shows you to put them opposite ways in the book, and that's because they are, one's threaded one way, one's threaded the other way. So I think if you just do it exactly how the book shows, which looks opposite, and then obviously wind one of them, you'll realise because it won't wind in. But yeah, that's what we're just figuring out at the moment. Another little milestone, we got all the front, so all these front arms are on, and the top arm, bottom arm, and then the actual steering arm itself, or the steering link. It just needs setting up. It does give you some base measurements, so we'll end up just tweaking them. All this is like double opposite threaded, so you can just get in, adjust it, and it'll just make that arm longer. Same with all those others. But yeah, that's all the front hub assembly done, so I think we're on to the rear now. We've finished the build. It's gone alright. A few little things that we noticed is, one, these bottom screws, hold on a second, these bottom screws in the bottom of the shocks only go in maybe 5mm, so just be careful threading them in, because they obviously take quite a bit of a strain. That is it. It's all together, ready for electronics.